Okay, my glories, here we go, okay? Original Sky Daddy strikes, okay? And strikes big, babes. So again, the one, the only, the original OG Sky Daddy, Uranus, is moving from the sign of Taurus into the sign of Gemini, okay? Uranus, the they, them baddie, the rebel, the awakener, the lightning bolt in the storm, okay? If you're going to talk about being woke, you need to know that Uranus invented being woke. Okay, so he's leaving Taurus. As a Taurus, thank the biddies. He's been there since 2018, okay? Why is everyone like waiting on pins and needles for this transit? Okay. Uranus ingressing into the sign of Gemini. Everyone is talking about it, okay? The rebel gets curious, gets cute, is a little cute kitten. One that meows and purrs, but yet hacks the mainframe at the same time. This isn't just any transit, and I know most of you know. So many people have been fear-mongering this, and I get it. I'm a pattern lady. I get it, okay? We haven't had Uranus and Gemini since 1941 to 1949. We all know that wasn't like a great time. Before that, 1858 to 1866. That was a rough time in American history. A little bit. Civil War. Oh, and then before that, not since 1782. I don't know about you, but are you clocking that math? Roughly, a Uranus cycle is every 84 years. What do we talk about that comes every 80 years? The Great Turning? I wonder if it's connected. But yeah, this is the fourth turning type shit, okay? The thing is yes, everyone is understanding, like, hey, we've seen Uranus and Gemini, and every time, the U.S. has been in kind of a battle. So let's see. World War II ended. The Cold War, started. The whole technological revolution kind of got its little spurt. But before that, it was Civil War, which is what most people are relating it to. And then the Revolutionary War, okay? We can't deny that pattern. We can't. And I understand it's making a lot of us anxious, okay? But hear me out. Hear me out. So yes, when the lightning bolt meets the messenger, we can expect some battles of some sort. There is some awakening in our messaging and how we think and how we communicate, how we act in our neighborhood, okay? So yeah, you, unfortunately, with that, you can expect war. You can expect upheaval. But you know what else you can expect? The rise of the marginalized to shift this goddamn narrative, because I'm over it. Because I'm just gonna cut it straight, okay? You remember earlier when my mutual love her whole account, hyphy hippie? She said Uranus and Gemini. Everybody's gonna be gay. And I'm so happy. You've heard it from me. Uranus is the they. Gemini is the curious kitten. She just wants to learn, y'all. But the thing is every time Uranus is in Taurus, and I say we as a collective, we kind of hate our animal instincts, what pleases us, what arouses the senses. I know most of the time when you hear about World War II, it is about the Jews and the Holocaust and their horrible crimes that were committed against them. But I need you to know it was more than them. And it's always been about the people who feel free to be in their senses, to express their Uranus and Taurus. I said this before, and I actually kind of lost a good old friend to this, because she said what I was saying was really homophobic, and I don't mean that at all. And if anyone can help me with that, I do think that us trying to separate, organize, categorize, make it fit into this binary when most things are a spectrum, okay? I think that has put a lot of hurt on the world, for sure. I do. When Uranus and Taurus happens, we're like, ooh. But like my mutual said, when Uranus and Gemini comes, they come for the queers, okay? And Every time the queers save the world. That to me is Uranus and Gemini, really. You can't hide the gay when Uranus, the awakener, is in the sign of the expression of that. We're going to be loud. We're going to be clever. We're going to be free. And also that Uranus and Gemini is going to trine Pluto and Aquarius. Are you kidding me? Some people are going to have to take a look at their own shadows. Will it wake them up or will they stay asleep? Will you get the message or not? Okay, Taurus placements. We get to breathe a little bit, okay? We are the stable Mabels. We have not been comfortable since 2018. Since Uranus has been in Taurus. Nuh-uh. No. Since 2018, Uranus has been shaking the Taurus bull like she's a maraca. But please, heads up, okay? My girl Katie, that I support so much on here, you're going to want to follow her these next couple of years. With the Constitution and the back and forth, she's way better at that. But remember our conversation. She pointed out, because so many people were like, oh my gosh, Uranus and Gemini is when there's attack on our soil. And Katie was like, well, actually, it's when Uranus retrogrades back to Taurus, Pearl Harbor. So my butt is not completely unpuckered. I am watching. Also, Uranus moving straight into Gemini. Uranus right on my North Node, right on my Chiron. After having Jupiter earlier. This is great. Oh, and a Venus conjunction too. Wonderful. Anyway, sorry, that was a ramble. But eyes open, Constitution clutched, okay? So where's Gemini in your chart? Because this is where the revolution lives within you. And again, Pluto is in Aquarius, the stripper, the shadow walker, the power broker. You guys remember, trines, when Pluto and Uranus trine is when we have major changes in our life. And we've had a few, but I don't think we're going to have as many as we will have. And in air signs, Pluto and Aquarius, Uranus and Gemini, air, thinking, intellect, how we communicate, how we think, what we believe. We're going to have 5 Uranus and Pluto trines from July 2025 to like May 2029. Yeah, so just get comfy. Just get comfy. So air rules the mind, the message, the technology, the understanding, the voice. Okay? And then what about AI? Let's think about AI. Think uprisings, possibly. Think global internet outages, for sure. The big, beautiful bill. I don't know if it still made it on because all of that was so back and forth and I was oozing. But when I first looked at that bill, if you pay for internet at all, Donald Trump has made internet a luxury instead of something that we need, a necessity. So if you pay for internet, the last time I saw it, you can't get any help. Isn't that interesting in the time of like Pluto and Aquarius? So anyway, honey, I know it's hard right now. I know. If you have been asking, is there going to be a revolution? I'm going to tell you, look at me. These are the transits for a revolution. But a revolution doesn't happen overnight. It is not by one person. It is not one instance. Revolution is something that we have to birth, that we have to nurture, and we have to sustain. The sky's not falling, okay? It's uploading. And where the hell are you? Where's Gemini? Uranus is going to be there until 2033. Everyone talks about how stupid everyone is and how there's no media literacy and no one understands and there's so much gaslight. Pluto and Uranus are both saying, hold my beer. Hold my beer, bitches.